Hello friends, I hope you are doing well. Today's video is about postgraduate work permit. It's a very hot topic nowadays as we are seeing lots of delays, refusals and postgraduate work permits being issued for a shorter duration of time. In addition, the program has gone through some changes and therefore I decided to make this comprehensive and detailed video for you so you guys can benefit from it. In this video, we will discuss what is a postgraduate work permit, what are some of the basic requirements, some of the recent changes, and some of the most important points that you guys need to consider when applying for a postgraduate work permit. And in the last section, we will discuss some of the frequently asked questions and some of the common scenarios that will be helpful to a lot of you. My name is Faisal Hussain and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and a commissioner for taking oaths in the province of Ontario. I provide consulting, file review and representation services to clients from all over the world. My contact details are in the description section. You guys can contact me if you need my services. So without further delay, let's get started. A PGWP or a postgraduate work permit is a one-time work permit that allows international graduates to live and work in Canada for up to 3 years. The basic requirements to apply for PGWP are that you must graduate from a DLI in an eligible program of study. Number 2, you must submit your application within 180 days upon completion of your program. Number 3, you must have your study permit valid at some point during these 180 days. And number 4 is that you must submit proof of your graduation. Some of the recent changes includes that you are now required to upload your language test results with your application, and there is also a field of study requirement, which means that as of November 1st, 2024, you must have graduated in an eligible field of study. You can visit your college website and make sure that the program that you are enrolling qualifies for PGWP. Now let's discuss some of the most important points to consider when applying for PGWP. The number one is that you need to try to get the maximum validity of your postgraduate work permit, because as you all know that it's a one-time thing. So the validity of PGWP depends on the level of your study, the program of your study, as well as the expiry date of your passport. So you guys, you need to make sure that when you submit your initial application for a PGWP, make sure that you submit a complete application. In certain cases, I have seen that people have not submitted their complete transcripts or proof of completion of their studies, or they are in the process of renewing their passport, and they were assuming that we can once the passport is renewed, we can just raise a web form and we can submit the renewed passport there. In some cases it works, but in most cases what happens is that the applicants end up getting PGWP for a much shorter duration, and in certain cases, if the documents are not complete, the applications gets delayed or refused. So you have to make sure that your initial application is the main thing. You should wait. If you are in the process of renewing your passport, make sure that you renew your passport first and then you apply for your PGWP. At the same time, make sure that you have all of your educational documents and then you can submit them. And at the same time, please also make sure that the PGWP is issued, the validity is between 8 months to 3 years. So you have to make sure that whatever program you are choosing, you need to choose a program that offers the maximum validity of that postgraduate work permit. At the same time, your passport expiry date must be beyond that postgraduate work permit date. So this is a very important point. Number two is that recently IRCC is also asking the applicants to provide pay slips as well as the record of employment. They are also contacting the colleges just to make sure that they have not done any unauthorized work. So guys, you need to make sure that everything is in order, otherwise your application may be refused. Number three is, in certain cases, what happens is the applicants are eligible for a 3-year work permit, and they are issued PGWP for like a year or year and a half. So the applicants, you have to choose your option. Some applicants, what they do is they go online again and try to submit a new application. So guys, it does not work this way, because PGWP is just a one-time thing. You cannot apply twice, otherwise your application will be refused. So what happens is, if you are eligible, let's say, for a 3-year work permit and you got a work permit for a year and a half, the IRCC may tell you that you need to extend your work permit. In this case, what people do is they submit a paper-based application to extend their postgraduate work permit. But the best approach to deal with is that if you have gotten a 1 year or 1.5 year work permit and you are qualified for a 3-year, or you were eligible for a 3-year work permit, you need to apply for a reconsideration. When you apply for a reconsideration, it goes to the same officer who initially assessed your application, and in certain cases, you might end up getting your PGWP for the full duration of your time. Number 4 is that there are certain jobs that require medical examination. So you have to make sure that if your occupation falls in a profession that requires medical examination, you should go for the medical examination and make sure that you don't leave anything incomplete in your application. I am going to address some of the frequently asked questions now. So guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to write under the comment section. And if I have enough questions about same topic, I'll try my best to make a video on that as well. The first question I have is, how do I get a postgraduate work permit with maximum validity? So the answer is that the postgraduate work permits are issued for a validity anywhere from 8 months up to a maximum of 3 years. And the validity of a postgraduate work permit depends on the level of your education, the length of your study, and the expiration of your passport. So guys, make sure that you choose a program of study or length of a program that is eligible for full postgraduate work permit duration, along with passport expiry date that is well beyond that. Then you will be able to get a postgraduate work permit with the maximum validity. Question number 2 is, can my spouse apply for her work permit at the same time I apply? The answer is that your spouse cannot apply for an open work permit at the same time you do. She can only apply for her work permit or his work permit once you are in possession of your own postgraduate work permit and you are employed in occupation tiers 0, 1, 2 or 3, and you are able to provide the last 3 pay stubs. Question number 3 is, can I link my paper-based postgraduate work permit application to my IRCC account? Yes, you can do that, and this will allow you to check the status of your application online. Question number 4 is, what can I do if there is an error on my postgraduate work permit? In that case, there is a thing called request to amend. That is what you need to do, or you can call IRCC or fill out a web form, and usually it's done through a request to amend. Question number 5 is, which occupations or programs under the field of study qualify for postgraduate work permit. So if your occupation requires a field of study, then basically the occupations are healthcare, STEM, trade, transportation, agriculture, education, early childhood education, and developmental service workers. And the last question I have is, when can I begin working? So if you have applied within the 90 days of completion of your degree, while you have a valid study permit, you may begin working immediately after you submit your application for postgraduate work permit. There is a very important point to note that as soon as you receive your letter of completion, you should stop working immediately and submit a postgraduate work permit application in order to continue working. All right, guys, that's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. If you like my videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you soon with another video. Bye for now.